Hello there traders. For today's analysis I decided to cover USD versus Japanese yen. I will also speak about the gold market and about the crude oil. I will start with the USD versus Japanese yen first because I think this is a pretty most interesting opportunity that is right now happening. This is basically a breakout. I will go show you this on the daily time frame. There was a multi-day balance on the USD versus Japanese yen, so we got like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 10 days of consolidation, very well defined contraction consolidation. And there is a breakout today. It's happening right now, just before the major high impact events like non-farm employment change and ISM manufacturing PMI. So I will say, because of the news it will have later, and so be very careful, properly manage your risk and so, but this is technically speaking having a good breakout and a good volume. So, and right now it's in the pullback. So this is like pretty good spot for the buyers to join, and I expect further upside move, at least towards the recent swing highs on the daily around 110.55, 110.70 level. I think that we can try to test and revisit that zone today. It looks like a nice bull flag on the 30-minute time frame and in the hourly time frame, so it looks like everything is pretty positive here. It's just about the news. Do we have an upside movement straight away, or maybe we have some kind of sell-off and then maybe some kind of absorption or some kind of the reaction from buyers? We don't know right now that, but technically speaking, it's pretty good setup for the upside. And then if we can even take 110.70 or 110.80 area and have a good volume and upside move, and I don't see the reason why not to even go towards the 111.50, right, which is the next main pivot on the daily. So definitely watch for buying opportunities on the USD Japanese yen on the pullbacks. The next one I want to cover is the crude oil. Crude oil basically sitting on a major pivot level, and we got tons of events and high impact events for today. We got a crude oil inventories, we do have OPEC meetings all day long and stuff like that. So it's a very important for the further movement on the crude oil. Now you can see basically here that overall, if I take this tool and just mark you some major swings, we have series of the lower lows and lower highs, and I technically can say this is a still downside trending mode. Now this you can treat this like a V-shaped reversal. But definitely after these two big up days, we got 4 or 5 days of actually very tight price action. Price is going higher, but on a very slow tempo. This is usually what I call like exhaustion, and exhaustion exactly happened around the recent swing highs. So on top of that, we got inside day from yesterday. You can see here this yesterday's was fully inside of the range from 2 days ago. So I say if we take the 68, I will say 68.15. If we trade on the good volume, this is a first indication that we can have a good sell-off, and then the second confirmation probably will be taking that mother candle of this inside day formation, this mother candle low at 67.67, 67.67. It's like actually the also very important pivot, but let's see, the first indication will be if we really take this 68.20 on a good volume. And then another confirmation for the something big on the downside can be taking the 67.67. This can lead us to at least test of the 67 zone, and then maybe towards the low, who knows, at 61.70. And prior to that, we probably have this area around 64.90 and some single prints there. So there is a big potential for the sell-off. Anyway, we need to be open-minded and say if we take the resistances and this inside bar high at 69, let's say, I'll say 69.70. If we take that in the good volume, and so then the pullback to the upside will be into play and potentially to revisit this zone, right? Around 71.90 and 72 zone. So be open-minded. And so this looks like there's a more chances for the downside for the sell-off because of the test of resistance at the drift. But you must be open-minded and say, let's see what will happen. And if there is upside breakout on a good volume, then why not? This can be some nice opportunities on the upside. That will be update on the crude oil. And on the gold, I will say this is a pretty flat. So we got one up day, one down day, one up day. This is a very flat for me. Today is a fully inside the previous day range. Everything is open here. Price can try to retest the high at 1833, but also try to take the pin bar low from yesterday and attack 1780. So be open-minded and watch carefully for the price action. It's looking pretty sideways intraday, so probably waiting for the news for the next directional move. That will be all for today. Have a good day, trade safe, and see you all tomorrow morning.